Hey Stampers, Diane Dimich here with ddStamps.com, and today I'm going to show you a technique using felt, a piece of felt and some reinkers. And I'm not really sure if it has a name or not. We did it years ago. And when I saw this stamp from the Flowerful Heart that Stampin' Up has with their products, it was the first technique I thought of about using with this particular stamp. So let me move these out of the way and show you how to do this. It's actually very easy. What you're going to take is just a regular piece of felt that I bought at a craft store, and I actually cut this one into quarters, and I'm going to fold it over because I want a little bit more cushion on that. And what you're doing basically is making your own stamp pad. So I'm going to lay this down, and I took a little plastic bag that I had sitting here. I'm putting that underneath it because otherwise that ink will just soak right in and down into my paper, and I didn't really want that to happen. So to begin with, you will start with I'm looking for my pen. Here it is. Okay. You're going to take your stamp and lay it onto your piece of felt, and I've kind of made this so that it's, you know, it's about the width of the stamp. And then I'm just going to take my pen and I'm just marking where the sides of my wood of my stamp ends up. And that's just so that when I finally do stamp this in here after I've made mine, I can kind of keep it in the area that I want it to be. So to begin with, you're going to take a StazOn ink pad and you're going to ink up that stamp. And of course the reason that I'm using StazOn is because it's permanent and it dries quickly. And so I can stamp this onto my piece of felt like that. I'm going to hold it there for a second because I want that to kind of bleed into the fibers of the felt. And then when I pull it up, I just have a template. And I'm going to clean my stamp off right away because I'm going to use that again when I do my stamping. So that's clean and ready to go. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take reinkers. And now I am using Crisp Cantaloupe, Real Red, Coastal Cabana, and a little gumball green. And usually I only use like 3 colors, but this one had to have a little green in it. And I also wanted to pull in the colors from these note cards, and they're the Coastal Cabana, the Real Red, and the Crisp Cantaloupe. So what you're going to do then is you're going to take your reinker, and I hope you can see this, but this is and I leave the stamp here so I can kind of also see what I'm doing here. So you're just going to gently, don't squeeze it hard. You're going to round and put reinker on the flower that I want to be Coastal Cabana. Now I'm going to fast forward this video as I finish up the rest of the colors. Okay, so once you have that full of all the ink, then what you're going to do is you're going to take a piece of Whisper White, or any cardstock, or your card base, or whatever. And what you do is you line up the wood onto the lines that are on there, and it's never going to be perfect, and it's never going to be the same. So you're going to press down, ink it up, and then bring it over to your cardstock and stamp it down. And I will tell you that the first few aren't quite as good as the next few because they get more and more ink on them. And that's it. And it gives you a really wild tie-dye, but you can still see the color prints. And I will tell you, I did this with some other before I did this video, just so I could show you how many I actually got out of one inking. So one inking, just like I just did, it's not a whole lot of ink. And then I've got 4, 8, 12, 16, 18, 21, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. And they did get lighter as I went out. So 28 inkings of that same stamp with this technique. So it's just kind of fun. You can see where the colors begin to bleed into each other a little bit more. But I really like the look, and it's a lot of fun. So there you go. I don't know what I'm going to name it, but I'll name it something. And if you have a great name for this technique, go ahead and list it into the comments. I will post on my website all of the supplies used in these projects. And if you haven't already, you should think about joining my mailing list. So thank you and have a great day.